Alrighty folks, how you doing? RussellTrueResults303.com. Check out the website, link in the description box. Mind, body, spirit, fitness. Putting the healing back in health. Coming at you today with a video. Well, first of all, once you go to the website, sign up for the newsletter. Check out those free gifts, downloads to help you on your journey of life. Fitness-wise, right now. Check out the podcast, True Results 303. Facebook page, True Results 303. Google Plus, True Results 303, Twitter, TRURWW, or it could be True Results 303 by the time you watch this video. Coming at you today with a video on death by experience, or how experience, I think, is preventing us from achieving our goals and our mission in life, our walk with God, our spiritual path, whatever you want to call it. And I think that's the downfall. You know, I started meeting some new people, chatting with people, and, they asked me about, where have you gone on vacation? Where have you done this? Or just on Facebook, I see everybody going on vacations and doing this and doing that. And, there's a saint, I wish I would have known, I wish I could remember his name, but, there's a saint, one of his quotes was something about, like the world is a book, and if you're not exploring the world, then you're not truly living. Something along those lines. But I think that's a downfall because, unfortunately, when we go on these trips and vacations, we're just going for the experience, right? People say they want to go to Mexico, but they just go to Cancun. People want to go on a vacation, but you're just going to these vacation spots, a resort, a beach. You're doing something like that. And yes, we can be inspired and I guess just we can become, we can get inspiration from nature and the beauty of nature and God's creation. But the unfortunate thing is, I don't think it really does anything to elevate you to change, to do something. We see it as a time to power lounge. And in my opinion, yes, the book might be this world, the world might be this book and this journey and this beautiful story, but it does no good if you're just sightseeing, right? I've made a video, and my last podcast was on our most valuable resource, and that is our fellow man. And what are we doing to inspire and help create change in our fellow man? So what's the good if you're going to all these tourist spots but not getting to know the people and their lives and getting to know them, right? So it's kind of death by experience. We think that we're doing something great, but in reality, it's just an experience that doesn't really have an effect on our life. It's just a photo we can put on the wall. It's not doing anything, and it's death by experience. We're too busy chasing the experience. Like right now, the election's coming up. Bernie Sanders is the big thing about giving free college to children, which is fine. We need to educate our children and put them in the right direction, get them off on the right foot. But unfortunately, I think a lot of people are in such large amount of debt from college because they're chasing the experience. They're not there to learn. They spend the first 2 years wasting and getting horrible grades and failing and, all for the experience. And it's not about actually going there and learning. It's about an experience. And that's the unfortunate thing in today's world. We're all about the experience. There was that YouTube video where this guy got $3,000 for books, and instead he took his girlfriend on a vacation. So I don't want to hear that you're struggling to pay your college debt when you spent it to go on vacation. You know what I mean? So it's just experience can be good, but once again, we need this experience to motivate us to do something. Not just, hey, it's a good time, let's get a tan. And if we're just using that experience just for that purpose, then I don't think we're using it properly. We're not using the gifts that we've been given by God in the proper way. So I think we're in a society right now where we're dying. It's death by experience. We're chasing that experience, and I think it could be just because we're unhappy with our lives in general. And since we're just unhappy with life, they say you should create a life that you don't need a vacation from. right? That's what it's about. It's creating the lifestyle to where you don't really need a vacation. I understand we're always going to need time off. There's times where I don't want to do these YouTube videos. I don't want to make the podcast. I'm waiting till the last minute. I'm on my last video. I need to upload something. I need to send out an email to the few people that are on my subscriber list and all these things. But I do enjoy doing it. You know what I mean? That's why I don't really need a break. Even if I was to go on vacation somewhere, I can always make YouTube videos. I can always upload YouTube videos. I can always make my podcast wherever I'm at. But anyways, yeah, just truly think about it. You know, I made a video on the new motto to live by, and that's the truth. Is like, is this making you a better person? You know, that's what we need to start talking to ourselves and thinking whenever we are about to engage in any activity. Is it making me a better person? And if you can honestly say, no, it's not making you a better person, then you're probably making the wrong decisions. All right? So, death by experience. Let's motivate. Let's inspire. Let's change the world. Let's do it. Join the community. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Share and like these videos.